Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and today we've got the update on the upcoming drop. So last video we predicted that we would get this variant cover of the #1 Marvel series. We also had a bit of speculation regarding 4, just based off of a tip that we got from a well-known VeVe whale, and we know that there are now going to be 3 drops, not 1 drop this week. So that is firstly very good for burn, but secondly, that is also kind of going to help drive more content out there and get a lot more people kind of sharing and transacting in the marketplace as well. So we are gonna just go straight into it now. On the VeVe Twitter, they did announce this. So we have 3 different drops coming: the Marvel Comics #1, the Journey into Mystery, which is the 4 drop. So last video we speculated that 4 would be appearing in some capacity. Whether this is the only sort of feature of 4 we're going to be getting, we might get a kind of proper AR model, not just comic. I'm not sure if that will happen, but we do suspect that there will be 1 more drop coming in the final week of this month. And we've got the Fantastic Four now. It's important to note that all of these are by Stan Lee as well, so that should kind of add a little bit of value. But we also have the Medium article on this. Now there's a few interesting points to take into consideration here. So if we just scroll down now, Marvel Comics #1, this is the one here with the 3 different with 5 different variant covers in total. So it seems like the common is just going to be black and white. Then we're going to have an uncommon with kind of just the name in color, and I think this one on the far right might be the secret rare. It's a completely different color, completely different cover. But we have 60,000 commons. That is a ridiculous amount of commons. Yeah, there are a lot of sets that don't even have 60,000 editions in the whole set, and we've got 60,000 commons. So for $7, what do I see happening? Well, I believe the commons, they're probably going to be going for about 3 to 4 gems each, at most, and that's just based off of what we saw happening with the Marvel Mighties. They lost about 50% of their value on the commons. So these, I believe, 3 to 4 gems, fair price. And then we also have the uncommons. We have 6,000 of those, so about 10% of these will be uncommons. Bucky Barnes from the Marvel Mighties, about 10% of those were Bucky Barnes, and those had a minimum profit of about you pretty much doubled your money on Bucky Barnes. That's about 25 gems. So I believe these uncommons will probably be going for around about 12 to 15 gems sounds fair. For the uncommon, 12 to 15. And then we've got this hero variant, which is a rare. So you have, what's that? That is about 5% chance of getting a hero variant. So I would probably double whatever value this is. So if this is going for about 12 to 15, I would say the hero variant is going to go for about 25 to 30 gems. And then the Vibranium variant, ultra rare, I believe this is going to go for closer to about 40 to 50 gems, which doesn't sound like a lot for an ultra rare, but 40 to 50 gems, where if the red skull was around about 130, this is a comic as well. I suspect 2D NFTs for some reason just tend to hold less value, but we'll say about 50 gems should be like the fair floor price for this. Secret rare, now you have a 1% chance of getting the secret rare. So if we calculate how much we need to spend to get that, that would be about $700 to get 1 secret rare. That seems to be the rough maths on that. So the secret rare, I believe, I wouldn't be surprised if this was going for $500, because if you're getting 700 of them, you'd expect, 100 boxes, so you would expect to get at least 1 secret rare, and then obviously you get profit from the remaining 99 as well. So if there's anyone out there who does want to buy 100 blind boxes, then good luck to you. But again, the 4 is very similar. 500 secret rares, so 1% of these will be secret rares. I believe the price will be about 500 gems on that as well. And then again, similarly, the Fantastic Four, 1% of these will be secret rares. So, you know, I would suspect about 500 gems for that. And yeah, the rest, the commons, I feel like these are just gonna pretty much go for a couple of gems, pretty much the same price as, you know, the actual digital comic book on Marvel, probably just slightly more than that, but you know, that's how it is. So we have this available right now, so you guys can kind of see that, you know, some of these with you know, actual gradings, they are going for quite a bit on eBay, you know, $5,000. This is a graded one. That's not a very good grade, but you know, I don't know if it will sell for that much. I suspect it will probably have to go for less than that. But you know, in the actual Marvel site, so you can actually get let me just move this to the side a bit. So you can actually purchase this in digital format already. Obviously not as an NFT, but it's going to cost you $2. So if you factor in the fact that the VeVe one is pretty much identical, you can read it and whatnot, but it is an NFT, which gives it utility. You know, about 3 to 4 gems, I think, is a fair price. So yeah, Fantastic Four, very similar. You can see someone's listed one for $75,000. That must be like, okay, I can see it's graded 6.5. Yeah, I don't know, I don't think it'll sell for that much. Yeah, so that is the other one. Again, same thing here, $2. And yeah, you can actually, you know, if you're interested in these, you can actually pay just a $10 subscription, cancel any time, and you have pretty much unlimited access to 28,000 digital comics. Now, some people did raise questions like, why would you purchase these on VeVe when you can just pay, you know, $10 a month, or you know, $2 for the one that you want? Well, again, people are paying premiums because of the utility. These will count as a set. Having a set is beneficial for the Master Collector program. In what way that's beneficial, we don't know exactly yet, but at the same time, also because it's an NFT, it has that whole kind of blockchain utility as well. You can sell on OpenSea, you've got ownership, you've got transaction history, all of that stuff. You know, you don't need to worry about getting it graded physically and kind of, you know, having it take up physical space and then potentially getting ruined as well. All of those kind of you know, caveats with the physical you don't have here. But again, I do acknowledge that some people have been putting ridiculous valuations on these just because they're NFTs. You know, let's just take the Harley Quinn Stephen Pugh one. The physical for that I saw going for about $70-$80. The value of that on the market is like $4,500. So compared to the physical, that's like, you know, it's going for 50 to 60 times more than the physical. So yeah, we are kind of heavily speculating that it's going to get some big time utility when the VeVeVerse is out, because you could either get one of the NFT versions or like 50 of the physical versions. Some people would opt for like 50 physicals. And yes, I know people can argue and say, hey, the physicals can get damaged and break and whatnot. Well, I mean, if you have 50 of them, you know, how many are you going to seriously break? Like, what are you doing with them to break 50? But yeah, that's just like, you know, food for thought. I try and give accurate valuations just because, you know, giving ridiculous valuations I think hurts the project, because then you're just getting speculative price movement, and then if you have speculative price movement, then retracements are usually a lot more painful. You know, we're seeing that with the Secret Spider-Man. People are saying 5k minimum, and now you can buy it on the app for about 1.6, 1.7k. Like, it has had a huge pullback, and I believe it will continue to pull back, just based off of when we get, you know, more pricey drops. I believe this drop being announced, given just how much it's going to cost to get Secret Rare, I believe a lot of people are going to start stacking gems for that. Now, lastly, what I just wanted to touch on was the price of OMI for today. So, interesting movements. Now, we did have this kind of consistent downtrend based off of all of the string of FUD that we were getting with the founder tokens and whatnot. Now, we had a sharp increase. Now, this wick just broke the 0.32 cent range, which, you know, at a low we were at 0.25 cent. That's like a 20% increase. And these sharp movements are usually indicative of whale movements, so I believe that there will be some pretty good news coming soon, most likely on the Immutable X and MTL side of things, because usually a lot of these whales tend to find these things out first. We had a huge single, like 1 hourly candle here, and then another one there, broke our key point of resistance, and then we broke, we couldn't hold above, and we came back down, and you can see we are literally just testing the support again. So this kind of key 0.28 cent support region, I believe we're just going to stay and bounce along here. If we can break and hold above 0.32 cents, then that's good. I believe that's only going to come once MTL and Immutable X, they're both live. So in the meantime, you can see that I've been kind of just accumulating in this channel here, just dollar cost averaging, trying to hit these lows when I can. But at the same time, I kind of don't have too much funding to continue investing into OMI for the time being. I will reallocate some more funds back into OMI later down the line. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to go through with you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.